Greetings to you all and welcome back to Let's Play the Langrisser. Corrections are in order before we start things off. The number on the right hand side, that 15 stroke plus 2p. I believe I said it was how many troops you could place. The higher that plus p number, the more you could place. That's in fact wrong, it's instead an attack bonus given to the troops, so plus 2p is plus 2 attack. The number that I said goes over a cap, which I don't know what it is. I now know what it is. It's 16. There you go, you've been informed. And we need to save. I think Unknown 1 was the most previous game there, and conveniently upgrades to Unknown 2. So this one's not going to be like the Aniki and the Muscular Shrine. I would say it's a bit more sensible, but well, it's not. It's quiz time. Now this is quite an odd one. As you can see there, this is to do with the programming staff. Why it's the programming staff, I have no idea. But apparently we need to be very familiar with our Messiah knowledge, so let's hope we can get through this. We have to best Uki in combat, maybe Yuki. I don't know how to pronounce these kind of names, I'll pronounce them however I like. We take a quick look around the level, we'll see we're being attacked by Commander Lord, full of horsemen. Another one of those, a bloke called Kanyo. That will do. Commander Lord, Commander Hawk Lord. Akitan. That's Uki. We need to kill Uki, he's a High Lord for him. Some more kind of ordinary blokes on the right hand side. This looks pretty stock and standard. We're going to need some pikemen, we're going to need some archers, we're going to need some horsemen. Let's make it happen. Oh, and you can go at the front. I'll show you the shop quickly. It's a slight upgrade from the previous map, but it's still not great. Have a look there, you can buy magic wands, orbs, amulets and necklaces. Yes, they're quite good items, but we stocked up on the previous secret level. So we don't need any more of those. We could have sold a few daggers, but we're not going to. Now Airwood is still the only person who can hire cavalry on the team. This is down to Scott, the deserter. This should be rectified shortly, but not yet. This actually is a problem because it means we can't have pikemen, so I've done that a bit wrong. We'll have to change that up. Speedy boots, so you go near the back. You can undo your decision, so I've chosen 4 cavalry. I'm going to unpurchase them. I'm not quite sure how that works. So this soldier chap is going to rename himself to cavalry. He's trying to fool us, but we are not that gullible. And we shall load up on spearmen. Yes, that's much more like it. Oh, I forgot the flyers could buy horsemen. That will do just fine then. Now, we're going to be seeing some interesting dialogue coming up in this level, and hopefully if you're paying enough attention, you'll be able to see to what it refers. I don't want to give too much away, though I guess my decision of when to start mentioning this fact may have given something away, but no, don't rewind the video. What are you doing? Try to work it out yourself, you cheat! Lester once again is going to have to stick with his elves, because I believe this whole level counts as indoors. Now you may be saying, yes, this level is clearly indoors. That's not even questionable. But whether or not a tile is considered indoors doesn't matter whether or not the actual location is indoors or not. Once again, monks for Liana. We don't need the Crusaders yet. Liana's men are just guards. Anyway, we shall saute into combat and read some dialogue. So yes, as I said, this is a bit of an odd level, with equally odd music. This will be the Fearsome battle tune to which we rage on in the second optional level. Nice dance. Well, there's a few things to note here. First of all, Kanyo, you're telling us, well, you're welcoming us, thank you for that, but you're telling us that this is the second secret level, though if you couldn't work out that Unknown 2 meant it was the second one, then shame on you. But what that means is that if you missed the first level outright, you just didn't find it, then they would still say welcome to the second secret level, so you'd know you'd missed it. Screw your questionnaires, get on with the game. Not sure why he's dancing in the middle of the oil there, but whatever. Now, This is the important line of dialogue for this one. We couldn't spend much time on this secret stage for some reason. There might be a few bugs because we built it too fast. Anyway, yes, that's the important fact here. There's a few bugs creeping around in this level. They mean programming bugs, not actual bugs. But yes, they're apparent. You've already seen them. Hopefully you've picked up on them already. If you haven't, I'll point it out in just a second. Now this is the second quirk to the level. Each commander will quiz us. He says before combat, he means after combat, the fool. If we get it right, battle goes on as always. If we make a mistake, the units will retreat. That means the entire troop unit will just flee. It's a double-edged sword, I suppose. You can make everyone flee by purposely answering the questions wrong. You don't have to fight anything, you can just charge your way up to victory. But if you want experience, and we do like experience, then you've got to take down everything. Quiet, Roga, you buggy man. It's true, we've all pretty much determined that it's going to be a complete waste of our time and that we're in a hurry and we must charge the Castle Baldia before the enemy. But as long as we're here, let's spend a couple of turns killing these people who we have only just met. They've proposed a quiz to us, to which we say, okay, let us kill you. And nobody bats an eyelid. That's the kind of world in which we live. So now it's time for a good example of exactly what we're coming up against. We're going to be facing these kind of quiz questions about Messiah and the makers of the game. As I said before, the quiz questions actually come after the combat instead of before. Not sure why that happens, but there you go. 2 horsemen live, so the questions are going to be popped up to us. Even if we killed them all, the question will still come. But the idea is that you can kill a group before the questions. You can still get some experience. Anyway, on we go with the question. Which floor in the KF building is Messiah on? Now then, most of these questions have a knack or a trick in order to work out what the answer is. This one, however, I don't believe there is. I think you just have to be some kind of creepy stalker person. Which I am. Go for floor. Yes, look at my amazing intellect for this one. No, you'll get no ticking boxes at all. We love your game. I have no idea how you're supposed to know the answer to that. And I know the answer to that one through trial and error. So there we go. Now maybe you're thinking, hang on a minute, trial and error. He's played it before, this isn't right. Well, there is a prize for answering every question correct, and I wanted to see what the prize was because I'd never won it before. I was a little curious and I wanted to show you guys. I've since found out what this prize is, and I'm going to show it off to you, so I will try my best. There's only a few of the questions that actually sort of need trial and error to work out. The rest of them can all actually be solved through playing of the game. And I think I genuinely worked out most of them. Though you've got no way of proving me wrong, so I can lie to my heart's content. Haha, look at me go. So yes, now we've answered his question correctly, he will stand there and fight like any normal commander. As soon as we engage combat in a new group of enemies, then we'll have the question come up once again. If we get it wrong, they just flee off the map immediately. I have probably overbought on troops for this level, but it's not really a problem. Now, this is a good chance to get some experience to the people who are most important to us, and it's also a good chance for us to see Freya. It's another summoning. You love summonings, don't you? Now, Freya is the healing summoning. We've mentioned this before, but it's not just healing that Freya brings to the party. If you're thinking it's going to be incredible stats, then well done, you notice the stats appear on the right-hand side of the screen before she's even summoned. Good job. If you miss that, then, well, there you go, look at that, 34-29. And if you're thinking, hang on, they're pretty good. That's better than the Valkyrie, isn't it? No, it's not, it's slightly worse than the Valkyrie, but only slightly. It's still an incredible character. Such stats. And near Liana, who now has a 3 radius, go Liana. It's very, very powerful, but we're not using it for its power. Oh, good lord, no. There we have it. Force heal 2. It's a force heal instead of a heal, so that's less effective. But attack 2, that's a big spell. That's very, very handy. Sleep and charm are worthless. Yes, we haven't seen much status magic, have we? And there's a good reason for that. I may yet show these spells off just for the hell of it, but I don't know. They're really not very good. The reason status magics in this game are pretty lackluster is because they have such low chance of affecting, I suppose. Being the best spells in the game, if you're looking at them, I suppose they have about a 10 or 20% chance of affecting, and they're really just not worth it. You'd much rather just chuck out more fireballs. Now I just have a slight advantage against horsemen. When I say slight, I mean very, very slight. Horsemen also have considerably high defense, so that's all good for them. Commander's question: what's the game's TV catchphrase? Now here we see the first one you could feasibly answer, because if you happen to live in, well, I guess Japan, and you're watching a bit of Science TV adverts for this awesome game back in the day when it came out, then you probably seen the slogan and you can answer the question. It's that one. Yes, correct. No, I have not seen the commercial. I use trial and error. Go me. So yes, I'm not sure how you're supposed to know which floor the building for the game makers is on, but that one is actually feasible to know, so that's a good thing. I'm not really prioritising anyone experience-wise anymore. I'm just going to be dishing it out as it comes. There's another curious thing you may have noticed about this level, and that is that the battle music is the same for both sides. That's an uncommon fact. It's not something you see very often. Usually we have our own thing that we like to play judiciously as we plough our way through the level. This time, however, we've given in and gone, actually, we like your tune, feel free to play it even on our turn. We consider it like that. As far as fearsome battle musics go, it's not as good as the Aniki theme. That's my opinion anyway. But what can you do? We're stuck with what we're stuck with. Bet this does make a welcome change to you guys though, doesn't it? Look, it's the first turn and we're getting to do some action. We're taking down some enemies. We're actually doing things. What joy. Well, Hayne isn't. He's sitting at the back. But that's okay, because next round he'll be ready for his fireballs. We all love his fireballs. It's pretty much the only thing Hayne's done for a long time. But it'll do. And in fact, this brief movement point, as I realise that this is in fact tar and therefore slows down horses, it gives me a chance to mention something, and that is innate character bonuses. Yes, that sounds quite fancy. Let's have a look at that. What innate character bonuses do is it means that every character has an innate character bonus. Who'd have thought it? For example, Liana has some native plus to defense bonus. That's for herself, I do believe, not for her units. Now most of the heroes in this game either have a small attack bonus or a small defense bonus, so the stronger characters may even have a defense and attack bonus. That's why Keith, the Hawk Lord, is more powerful than Hawk Lord, as we saw in the last scenario. Some people on our team, however, have significant advantages beyond just attack and defense. Cherie, for example, she has 1 additional movement. It's quite an odd bonus. I don't know why she gets it. Maybe because she starts on a hawk, but so does Keith, and he doesn't get it. Shame on you, Keith. But she gets an extra movement no matter what class we make her. It's very handy. Maybe we'll put it to good use in the next video, because we're cutting this one off right here. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I will see you then.